Hi there. Let's have a look how to register in the Diploma of Software Development. So on screen at the moment is the tool we use to generate the training plans, and it's important to make sure you've got the email address correct, that you've got the concession card available if you need to. You apply for vet student loan schemes or not if you want to. So assuming all this information is correct, your lecturer will send a copy of this to your private email address, and I'll just go over and retrieve that now. Here is a copy of the email. I'm just going to open up the email, browse through the information. There's a lot to take in. It's a good idea to read it all. Follow the tips for registration. Ultimately, I'm interested in the attachments down at the very bottom, one of which is the registration help file. It's a HTML file. There is the study plan and also a timetable. But I'm interested in the registration help file. I'm going to open that up. The registration help file will show me on screen that I need to have 3 study paths active. TP01120 to register the certificate for CRNs and those CRNs aligned to certificate 4. Another study path for the diploma unit, TP01151, and another study path for the tutorial. So it's important to recognize which CRNs go in against which particular qualification. So now that you are familiar with that, let's go over to my TAFESA and log in and try and register. So jump into my TAFESA, enrollment, add drop, select a term and click on submit. And from this screen, the registration session summary, choose the account for the Diploma of Software Development and click on Enroll. And when you click on Enroll, it will take you over to the ability to add and drop your CRNs. At the very top of your screen, choose the certificate for from the options and then click on List Modules, List Classes Modules to refresh the data. Then down the very bottom, you type in the CRNs. But as I've already mentioned, if you don't know what CRN to type in against certificate 4, then refer back to your registration help file to associate only the certificate 4 CRNs and type them in down the very bottom of your screen. Press tab to jump between one CRN and the next and repeat that process. And then when you've done that, click on Submit Changes. Now to go ahead and register in the diploma CRN, go up the very top and choose the diploma pathway, study path, then click on List Classes and Modules, and it's important to do that to refresh the data. Then you go down to the very bottom to type in the CRN. And as previously mentioned, refer back to the registration help file to know which CRNs are associated with the diploma. Type in the CRN, press tab, click on Submit Changes, pop in an appropriate date range, and then repeat the process for the pracs. Go up the very top, choose the tutorial study path, click on List Modules and Classes, and then down the very bottom, type in the CRNs for the prac. Importantly, refer back to the registration help file to know which CRNs you're typing in against the tutorial study path. When you have got those CRNs, type the first one in, press tab, repeat that process, click on Submit Changes, and then put in an appropriate date range. You can copy and paste the date range for each CRN, so pay attention to the dates that are on screen. Once you have done that, you should have successfully registered in the Diploma of Software Development.